Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here today at the opening of the University of New England's campus in Tangier, the first American campus of its kind in Morocco. I know that an enormous amount of planning and work was required to make this vision a reality, and I salute and thank the people who made this possible. Minister Hassad, Mr. Yacoubi, Mr. Kile, and the other Moroccan government officials who supported this effort. I thank you for your support, and also to President Ripchich, members of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Majid, thank you for your vision and congratulations to you. In many ways, I think it is fitting that the University of New England chose Tangiers as the location to establish permanent facilities for an American university in Morocco. As you all know, the United States has a long history with Morocco and Tangier in particular. It is a history that has almost as old as the United States itself, because Morocco was the first country to recognize the United States in 1777. Tangiers has the distinction of being the site of the first building listed on the National Register of Historic Places that is not on U.S. soil, namely the Tangier American Legation Institute for Moroccan Studies, which I had the opportunity to visit earlier today. The building which houses the legation was a gift made by the Sultan Moulay Silmain in 1821 to the United States to house its diplomatic mission in the country. The establishment of this campus here in Tangiers is yet another symbol of the deep and historical relationship between Morocco and the United States, and it will serve as yet another way for increased understanding and partnership between our two great countries. The United States offers nearly 4,000 accredited colleges and universities, and our education system thrives because of the diversity of our students who are cultural ambassadors, enriching our classrooms with new perspectives and experiences. Initiatives like this are important now more than at any other time because they provide students with the opportunity to be global leaders and global learners, innovators, and compassionate cross-cultural partners. It is an ideal opportunity to inspire students to broaden their horizons through global learning, foreign languages, and international exchange. I strongly believe that international education empowers the next generation with knowledge and skills to lead our international and interconnected world. I must say personally that I am so envious of this group of young people here today. You have the chance to study in this beautiful country called Morocco, a country with which we share so much in common, which is actually a part of us. I am so jealous of you as you come here as American cultural ambassadors, but I suspect that when you leave, you will be Moroccan cultural ambassadors as well. And I am delighted that in addition to focusing on cultural exchange, the University of New England has brought one of its key strengths to teaching, and that is the sciences, to Tangiers. I hope that the presence of American students and professors here will lead to increased exchange among Moroccans and Americans in the field of science, as these students and teachers explore their environment and learn more about Moroccan institutions. Congratulations to you all. Congratulations to this great university, to the students, and to our Moroccan partners. Thank you all so much.
Bonjour, ça nous fait plaisir d'être ici aujourd'hui. What a privilege it is for me to be here today, not only to see the dedication at the university, but just have the opportunity to tour Tangier, the port, the Renault factory yesterday. It was just a great, great day. I certainly want to congratulate the trustees and certainly President Ripich for all the hard work and leadership but not only here in Tangiers for this wonderful campus, but what they do for our great state back home. President Rippich has shown to be a true leader in the academic world in our state. And by having the University of New England, she helps me push people in the other parts of our academic world that don't move quite as fast as the university does. The campus here in Tangiers is going to not only provide a great experience for the young folks from our great state and throughout the country, throughout our country, but it's going to give them more than just academics. It's going to give them an experience of being in a different culture, the opportunity to learn a different culture, the opportunity to be in a global market area. I mean, Tangier has proven to be a major global market, both to Africa and certainly to the European Union. And take advantage of that. You're just a boat ride away to Europe, and I'm sure that many of you have been there and continue to go. And most of all, you're going to bring back home, which I hope you all come home, by the way, because we need you at home. We need your talents. But you're going to bring back a culture that is rich. You're going to bring back some memories that you're going to remember your entire lives. And you're going to help us fulfill our mission as a governor whose priority is education. You're going to help us introduce global education to all the kids in Maine. So I'm so proud to be here. I'm so proud to have been invited to participate in this dedication and to have the opportunity to come to Africa. It's the first time that I've stepped foot on the continent, and the people have been wonderful. The tour yesterday was just absolutely marvelous. In fact, I'm going home a little bit jealous myself because I went to a port that we have only as a vision, and they're already ahead of us. And it was a great experience. It's a great port. We hope that we can continue to expand the relationships between our great state of Maine and certainly Tangier and all of Morocco. So thank you, President. And the trustees, you've done just such a marvelous job here. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the day.
I would also like to offer up a welcome to all of our distinguished leaders, friends, guests, and probably most importantly, the students. Believe it or not, the trustees think about you all the time. This is what this is all about, is creating opportunities. So welcome, and you are the pioneers. I was talking with a few of you earlier. You're the pioneers. You have a great responsibility, and you only have a few weeks left to smooth out all the bumps in the road here, and you were telling me about construction going on, and while you were taking exams. We appreciate your hard work. You've paved the way for many generations to come. Thank you. I would also like to recognize the board of the American School of Tangier, including Chairman Larry Carden, my fellow University of New England board members, and Dr. Tom Desjardins, the Senior Education Policy Advisor for the state of Maine. I'm privileged to be here as well today to celebrate yet another milestone in the life of the University of New England. In the 6.5 years that I have been on the Board of Trustees, including my last two as chair, I've participated in ceremonies marking the opening of 2 outstanding new colleges, pharmacy and the School of Dental Medicine, and attended countless groundbreakings of superb new campus buildings. But nothing quite compares to the special pride I feel crossing the ocean to dedicate and celebrate UNE's first international campus in Tangier, and one with the distinction of being the only and first American higher education institute in Morocco. The French author and Nobel Prize winner André Gide said, "Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore." We're standing here today because of the leadership and the courage of UNE President Daniel Ripich. Dr. Ripich assumed the UNE presidency in 2006, a year before I joined the board. She immediately began setting her sights on new shores. She initiated a 10-year strategic plan called Vision 2017 that has guided UNE to unprecedented growth. It takes courage to be innovative. Under President Ripich's leadership, I will just continue on. I'll push harder. Under her leadership, we embraced that vision as a board and that commitment to education to prepare UNE students for a global society. This is a must-do for our students of today. Thank you. That better? Not much better.
Okay.
It didn't take long for me and the rest of the UNE Board of Trustees to eagerly share her vision and set sail for deep waters. We knew with President Ripich at the helm, we would arrive safely and poised to continue with continued success. Although we got tired at times. And here we are today, ready to move forward on new ground with new friends in a new place. It is now my distinct pleasure to welcome UNE President Daniel Ripich to the podium in celebration of the dedication of the University of New England, Tangier, Morocco campus.
Thank all of you. That was very, very kind of you. And I want to welcome you today to this Tangier campus. And I would echo the sentiments that everyone has said about this beautiful city and the warm welcome that we've received here as the university. We may be 3,000 miles from Maine, but it hasn't felt as if we've been far from home because of all the generosity of spirit and warmth that we have felt from the natives of Tangier. As Chairman Dryron just told you, our Vision 2017 was really the result of a group of people who were visionaries and who saw opportunity for our university to go far beyond the shores of Maine. And so that has brought us across the blue ocean, the deep water, here to Tangier, Morocco. We were really honored to have the presence of Ambassador Bush here today. He has been to Morocco for just a few weeks, but he's already strengthened the historic ties between our two countries. We also hope our students, as he said, will become unofficial ambassadors of Morocco back in the United States. And we are really pleased to have you with us, Ambassador Bush. Thank you. The Honorable Paula Page, who is the Governor of Maine, is here with us to celebrate this important occasion, and he understands the pioneering ethos of our students and of our university. He was elected Maine's governor in November 2010 and has made education and the advancement of our state's presence in a global economy two of his top priorities. Okay, is that better? Am I alive? No. It's the green light's on. I think they believe, but I try. I'm trying to be a believer. Oh, it's working. It's working. Wonderful. Okay. I was talking to you about Governor LePage. LePage, yeah. As a former businessman, I think he appreciates the role that innovation plays in education and in global trade. And I want to thank him. He's been a supporter of the University of New England for many years. He is truly a leader in our state, and there's no harder working public official in America, I believe, than our Governor, Paul LePage. And it's wonderful to have him here, not only looking at the vision that he has for our university, but for our great state of Maine. So thank you so much for being with us, Governor. UNE, we really have many friends here today, and it's wonderful to sit here and be able to look at all of you. Larry Carden worked for a year on a weekly basis with Anwar Majid to create the agreement that allowed us to be here on this particular campus. Rick Lesson has been a wonderful friend to us and helped us as we become academic partners here. We appreciate him very much. Minister Hassad, who was the Wali at the time we were envisioning the campus, actually suggested that we become friends and partners, and his help in the early days was really instrumental in having us decide that Tangier was the location where we should be. We have Rabir Khali, who has worked with us on a weekly basis during the project to help ensure that we understood all the engineering changes and the dynamics of building in an international environment. And Rabir has become truly a friend of the university's. We also want to thank, particularly, and Anwar will do this better than I, but I wanted to say that Wally Yakubi has made everything come together for us in a way that would have not been possible without his assistance and help, and created that beautiful park, as you see at the entrance, and new sidewalks, and all kinds of things that have we were unexpected gifts from the city of Tangier and from the government of Morocco. And we appreciate that more than I can say. Amra Beneni and his family have welcomed us as if we were their family, and have welcomed our students and done wonderful things to make us feel a part of the city of Tangier, and I had to thank him today. Anwar Amawi, whose incredible eye for detail as our architect, has created and given us this beautiful place for our students to learn and live, and we will always be grateful to him for that and for his work here. We also have some university partners that we're very proud of. Ahaween University, Dries Aruja, who is the president there, has become a very close friend, and we're very happy to celebrate this coming of an American education to Morocco with Ahaween University. Also, the university that's here in Tetuan and Tangier, President Amazen we had signed an agreement with him as well for our university. And UPO University in Sevilla is represented today, and they're our sister international program. So we're happy to have folks there. We have a lot of academic friends with us, and we appreciate your welcoming us to Morocco, all of you. Also, our former ambassador to the United States from Morocco, Aziz Makour, is with us today, and we are happy to have him. He has an honorary degree from UNE, so he's an alum, and he's with us, and we're happy to see him. He's sitting with our students as a student. He's an alum, but he's sitting with the students, so that's good. Yes, everybody, thank you. I can't say enough for our UNE team who are here. Our faculty, our Moroccan faculty, our UNE main faculty led by the chair of our biology department, Stina Brown, have done a wonderful job. I also want to thank our staff, Sandy, Lindsay, and Morad, who does everything for everybody. You have my deep gratitude. And to our Board of Trustees and Chairman Dryron, who took a leap of faith in the Arab Spring and voted to invest in Morocco and in education globally for our students. It was truly a leap of faith at that time, and it was their vision has really, I think, played out in a very positive way for all of us. And I thank you. And I applaud you on behalf of our students. We appreciate all that you have done in making this possible for the university. And finally, our students, who are the real heroes of this story, of this voyage across the deep blue ocean. They have been here now almost a semester, and I like to think that this has been a life-changing period for them. Martin Luther King spoke on the campus of the University of New England 50 years ago this May. It's the only time he visited Maine. Governor LePage may know that, but he came to the university and he spoke and said that education is about more than intellectual development. It's about character development. And I think this semester, our students, they've learned, they've studied, they've had intellectual development, but their character has been challenged. They've been in a new culture, as we've heard, but they've had to adapt and change academically. Things haven't gone the way that maybe they had expected them. They've had to problem solve problems they never anticipated. And in many ways, their character has been tested, and they have really, I think, risen to the occasion. I would say that these 23 individuals have taken our university in a historic new direction, and I'd like them to stand and be recognized, please. Don't they look wonderful? At UNE, we believe that we should prepare our students not just to live in, but to contribute to a global society. From the onset, we aim to do things differently, because if you know anything about UNE, you know that that's true. We don't follow the path where others lead, but we blaze our own trail, and that's not always easy. We've had some hiccups, and innovation is both challenging and remarkable. Staying true to our strategic vision has kept us on course, however. We want UNE's global experience to be truly unique, to enable a full immersion of our students in a culture where the interchange of worldviews, landscapes, cityscapes, tastes, ideas, and sounds differ from and challenge our own view of the world. Tangier, Morocco has given us this possibility. Our Vice President for Global Affairs, Anwar Majid Atanjawi, whose love of UNE students and love of his native city have come together to create this project, and he deserves all our thanks. Anwar. Anwar has worked tirelessly to make this campus a reality, and he will be speaking to us in a few moments. But for now, we are entering the storytelling phase of our program today. We wanted this to be more than just thank you and acknowledgments. We wanted to show you that we have become a part and come to understand the Moroccan culture. Our students have been studying Helka. They've been helping me practice saying, I'm looking at Aliana, I'm not sure I did it correctly, but we are going to do some Moroccan storytelling, which are stories that are embedded within stories. So they're layers of stories within stories. So it's a wonderful cultural special treat for us today. And I want to tell you, when I tell people we're building a campus in Morocco in the US, usually the second comment that comes from, they say, oh, wow, and then they say, why Morocco? So we decided to tell you the story of UNE's Road to Morocco in the Moroccan story style. And I'm going to invite my guests here on the platform to join me in the audience as we see a video of the UNE's Road to Morocco, and then our students are going to have some Moroccan storytelling for you as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Behind every dream is a spark in one's imagination, and in order to make that spark ignite into a fire takes someone with ambition. With that being said, I'd like to welcome Vice President of Global Affairs, Dr. Anwar Majid.
Good afternoon. I don't have more to say. The only thing I wanted to add, though, is Zorba's crazy plan. crashed down. So when I was talking about the plan, I made a vow that I would try to redeem him and keep the building standing. And the building, I promise you, this building, unless a huge earthquake shakes this part of the country, this building will be standing 100 years from now. When Larry and I were negotiating this deal for over a year, I think, and we eventually got to arguing over details about what's going to happen 99 years from now. And we'd pause and we'd think, what are we thinking? I mean, 90 years from now is a long time. Some of us may be here, but not you and I. Nothing else to add, except that education and investment in education and culture are the sure road to prosperity and peace. If we want to start, this campus is about our students. This campus is about faculty. This campus is about UNE's best interests. But this project is way bigger than that. It is a bridge to other cultures and civilizations. It is a way to forge peaceful relations. It is a method to inspire students to think about possibilities that they had never dreamt of. It is a challenge to some of us to deal with challenges we have never expected, and it is the way to make our world a better place to be. Thank you.